Shit. I think I said a bad word right off the bat. That's about normal. Okay, getting comfortable. I am not fully particularly ready. When am I ever actually ready to start a stream? I'm not even sitting in the proper position yet. Nothing is set up today. I am not ready for any of this. I am like so late behind schedule again, like usual. I am just getting them out and do out of the bag. And like I said, I have nothing ready. I don't even have the guy. Gary. Like I said, I am so messed up right now when it comes to getting everything set up. Like I am sitting like all the way on one side of the screen. I'm not even centered yet. Hang on. There we go, we're now set up. I'm not going to do without settings of, the camera. We're going to be, a bit, not set up properly. We're going to look a bit stupid today. That's what we're going to do. That's how this is going to be. It's going to be a really bad one today. But that's how it is. It's just what it is. Hopefully tomorrow night for the Drunk series, starting Resistance 2 will be, a bit more better production. I kind of rushed into this one. Kind of a little bit. Also, my controller is like connected to the charger because my controller's a bit low on battery. No, I don't even need it. Fudge that mother trucker. I don't need it. Now, as for what we're doing today, I have absolutely no idea what I was planning on doing. Ninth bird falls at curtain's call. Oh, it's mask. All the way downstairs, he's going meow. Actually, we're in the same city. Holy shit, I did it! I forgot that this is exactly where I was supposed to be in the meantime. What was that? It's a carrot, an apple, and a cabbage. Now we're going to fly. Actually, but technically this makes more sense for gameplay because we're technically going to meet somebody, I think, in looming form, technically, regardless of what I want to do. We're gonna be meeting this way. Oh wait, they're above. Oh, it's on the bridge. Oh, it's a shiny. Hi. Oh no, she's just, she's going, hello. Hello. Well, there we go.
This is our current abode.
I'm still kind of freaked out when Mass does that. He's just like, and it sounds so freaking ethereal and creepy because it's like he's all the way downstairs, and then like freaking like that way in a sense, and it's just like he's so small, but he's like. It just like carries all the way up and around the stairs and into the doorway, and he's in a room himself, so it's just like it goes through a door into the kitchen, down the hall, up the stairs, down the hall again, and then into my bedroom. It's weird. Like I said, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it freaks me out sometimes because sometimes it's just. And sometimes it sounds like, help me. And then I'm just sitting here in my room, like I'm laying down, I'm closing my eyes, and all of a sudden it's just like, help me. It's just, mask on. It gets me so bad sometimes, because sometimes it's just like I'm hearing things, and it's just like, mask is going like, help me. And it's him just home. Being freaking downstairs and just wanting more attention.
I see.
It's like,
Everyone
I
is
love
getting
you,
busier
Mask,
now
but
that
you
Father will be returning
are
soon.
incontinent.
I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Wait, you have a brother and... His little brother and a little sister. Dude, he looks older than you already.
Hello.
But I get the hair, the eyes, the face.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh,
Lenny, could you come here for a moment?
He's very bashful looking, sounding
What is
though.
it,
He's like
Fremine?
very bashful.
Do you have something to tell me?
And yeah, I was supposed to go like very femme
Okay. I
tonight.
see.
Ah, it's a knot. Shit! I was supposed to go very femme tonight, but I got home at like 6:30 and then walk the dogs, eat some food, clean up my face up a little bit, and you know, stream at 7:20 something. You know, it's very hard to actually do anything other than this. You know, and sometimes it's kind of just, you know, like.
That's the thing. I don't know what that is. I don't know why I just got that
everything all right?
notification, but you know, it's a thing.
It's nothing.
I could do
We
at
were
least,
just
you know.
discussing a little housework. Sorry for the
But
interruption.
at least go like this, you know, and just like this is close enough. I got like I need to go through and like clean up my hair really badly. I really do. The problem. The problem. Ow, ow, ow. And because now I have my hair down, everything looks darkened. I think it's gonna darken up everything, you know. Just put like, boom, boom, beautiful long hair. That really needs to be
Before
fixed,
I forget,
adjusted.
the Traveler and I collected more materials
Blech.
to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Think what to the where and the why and the whom and the what?
What the did I do?
Can you tell me what's going? Oh, it's a cutie patootie.
Oh, she looked upset because it's raining. Oh, poor baby.
Looks like rain. Oh, you're right.
No, duh, Captain Obvious.
Just a moment ago?
It looks like
Weather
rain.
sure is weird.
Obviously, you
I'm
feel it
afraid
on.
that's just how it
It's
is
like the
here.
same thing
It
as the
often rains
character
on
in that
days
one
where there
movie
are
that I can
trials
never
being held in
remember. I
the
think it's
Opera
Mean
House,
Girls.
but
I
don't
think
worry,
Mean
it'll
Girls.
clear up
It's the
soon
character
enough.
that's just like, my breasts know what the weather is.
What's wrong, Fremine?
It can tell the weather.
There's a
I'm gonna
legend
be a
about the
weather
rain that
woman when
tend
I
to
grow
believe.
up. And it's
It's
just
said
like
that a dragon of
she's in
water
a
once
torrential
resided in
rainstorm and she's
Fontaine,
like feeling herself real
but
quick
we
and she's
don't
just like,
know where the dragon went.
it's raining.
Every time it leaves,
Just like,
skies
what?
will cloud up and pour
Okay.
out rain.
Obviously, my boobs know when it's raining. It knows when it's hot.
When
It
I
knows
was a
when it's
child,
cold, and it
my
knows
mother
when it's
told me that
windy
if
and
I
when it's
wanted to
not
go outside
raining.
and play,
It's
I
just
should
like,
yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs.
I understand it's a
Hydro
comedy,
dragon.
but there are people
Hydro
who are
dragon.
like that. Not
Don't cry.
specifically feeling themselves up to tell the weather, but who are so oblivious to the truth and what's going on that they would they're just like that. It's just like, it looks like it's raining. Really? It's been raining for like the past 5.5 minutes, and you're just like, now it looks like it's raining. You're soaking wet, drenched in rain, and it's just like, it looks like it's raining now. I'm just like in the movie, the girl is like standing in the middle of the rain and just drenched in rain, and she feels herself up, and it's just like, it's raining. Yes, perfect weather perfect weather detail. Oh my god. Hydro Dragon, don't cry. Could the Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontaine? Another one of the elemental dragons to
If
vet?
it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual.
Not really, no.
Let Paimon try something. Hydro dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend.
I was about to say, if it
after all.
actually worked and it stopped, then
You know,
it would be
you
like
might be a more
100%
popular magician
hinting
if
at
you
like
understood the
Paimon
concept
being
of
the actual, you know,
romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Celestia, you know, or the secret
Sorry,
god or whatever.
It might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Possibly not, but that's why I was assuming, you know. After some time, it stops.
It rained for
It's
longer
not
than I
raining anymore.
suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
I gotta find out what movie that is, because it's just like I know who the actress
Yeah,
is.
some preparations
Like
for the show
I
at
know
the
what
Opera
I know
House.
what she looks like, and I
need
know
to
who
find a
she
way
is.
To catch the last
Oh my
aquabus
god.
of the day.
Uh,
On the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
weather. What was it? I have to know. I gotta know. It's just okay. Yeah, Amanda Seyfried discussed gross reaction to Mean Girls weather report. Yeah, it was Mean Girls. And it was Amanda Seyfried. And it's just it's like gross reaction to Mean Girls scene. I find it hilarious. Like it's just a funny, just out of pocket thing. It's just like, are you this is a thing? Because it's like a blonde girl moment. It's like, but it's a bad one. What was the where is the really Miss Young must really effing suck. It must make you feel completely unsafe in the world to see young actors who I was like, let's get opposite. What was the reaction? Because it was saying that there was some gross reactions to it, and I want to know what, like, some bad reactions from male fans. Yeah, it's like in the scene, Karen relays to Katie that her breasts could predict the weather, which was what was absolutely weird and funny and so stupid, but you know. So it said. So it does not say anything about what the title was. Okay, that's peak articles written about it. I just want to know what the reaction was. Which, like, I'm not saying it's like a good. It's not like good thing. I think it's just like a funny thing, like just funny thing written in the script. But it's just like, that's what it looked like right there. She's just like, huh, it's raining.
Oh, are you leaving now?
But I
What
thought
is
it was
it,
gonna be
Fremine?
like
I'm in
some
a
other
hurry.
thing where it's just like
Oh, I get it.
sexualized
nervous
or
delivering the
talking
materials
bad
for the
about
magic
her
pockets, is
or
that it?
making other kind of comments. I
Perhaps we
thought
could trouble the
it was gonna be
traveler
that,
to
but
help us take
apparently
these
it's just
materials
the
to
whole
Bomo
idea of it in
workshop
the movie in
and deliver
general
them
was
to the
apparently
owner
the
there.
bad creepy
I'm
part,
afraid
I guess.
that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative.
I don't know.
Fremine has always been a
I
little
thought it was
afraid
supposed to
of
be
her.
for comedy,
No trouble at
like it was a joke or something.
on the case.
But whatever.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
I have not paid a single bit of attention other than the fact that she said it's raining. What am I supposed to do? Okay, I gotta go to workshop. I got to go to Beaumont. The Beaumonts are here. Oh, not the Beaumonts. I wonder what would happen if the Belmonts were actually, you know, in this universe and finding out about, like, the whole fucking world around them, you know, just all the spoops and creeps in this world. I think that instead of going after vampires, they would go after freaking hilly girls and mini girls and lola girls and all the things. Ooh.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps
Estelle
you're just looking for a
Belmont.
chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are.
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. No need. They've already prepaid several, but they insisted on paying the full amount. saying that I had a
What
business
is
to
it
run.
with female
It seems
mechanics
both their
slash
hearts
female
and their
engineers
pockets are made of gold.
in
Whoa.
anime, manga,
Is
and
Lenny
like
actually loaded?
animation
I can't say for sure,
and games like that that
but
make them
who
look
knows?
so, you know,
Maybe there's
more
good money to be made
intriguing
being a
than, you
magician
know,
in
the
Fontaine.
pretty girl, you know?
Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks
Like,
really
I'm more interested in her right now than pretty much any of the other
Why
characters
use your
involved.
hands
Because, like,
when a machine
the
can do
outfit and
work?
design is
It would be a
pretty
waste not to use
interesting,
the latest
and she kind of
technology.
makes me get the same
Wasting is
vibes
a kind of
as
crime.
what's her face from
Where does a big machine
My
like
Hero
that
Academia.
get
I can never
power
remember her
from?
name.
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you.
So I'm not sure I
But
would pick
basically,
the
everything we
skirt slash
usually use
dress
here in the city
while
is
working with
powered by
hot
indemnium.
metals.
It's a type of
Like
energy
they
that's
are doing
produced
in the
from
background
trials.
right there. It kind of concerned me right there. You might burn yourself.
Energy.
But the long sleeve and the gloves do work
Well,
for that.
I'm not completely sure of all the details
Which actually they are
myself,
tapered. They look like they
but
are
basically,
wrapped tight
when a
so
trial is in
you don't get
session, the
ember up
overplace mécanique
or any kind of
d'analyse
like
cardinale
hot
harvests
metal
people's belief
shards
in
up your
justice and
arm
converts
sleeve.
it
But
into energy to
her
be used
fingers
all around
are
Fontaine.
open and outside, so
So
those are fingerless
that's what
gloves. That's
its
kind of
other function
dangerous.
is?
And she's wearing heels,
I heard
heels,
that the
knee-high
art piece was
boots,
created by the archive to
stockings,
make judgments.
maybe.
But Paimon still
I don't
doesn't
like
get
that.
it.
That's not. That's
How
is.
could something
It's attractive. It's
unreliable
just
like people's beliefs
not
be turned into a stable
what I would
power
assume
source for
you
these
should be
machines?
wearing for working with metals and such like that.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, besides indemnium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by
Pneumo
the power of the Archon, but it is unstable.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the
Oh,
day away.
great.
Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't
See,
go running off by the
that's
end of
kind
this
of
month?
more
I
the
want
outfit I would have
50%
assumed she would
today.
be
Wait,
in, because
no,
that makes more sense
70%.
for metallurgy, or metalworking. You know, that's a more appropriate outfit. Except I would also actually no, because potentially short sleeves would be better, less chance of catching fire. But again, fingerless gloves. I don't like that. I don't think I've seen a single person do metalworking with fingerless gloves. That's sketchy, because there's a high chance of freaking burning yourself, cutting yourself, or even, you know, breaking a finger from like smashing a freaking hammer on it by accident, you know, or getting it crushed in the press. At least like a normal glove would give you some sort of protection against cuts and burns and potential crushing, even though it's not going to be doing too much against crushing. And plus, the overall setup is pretty much more appropriate. That's denim. It's stronger. It's less. It's a little bit more flame retardant. It's not as flammable as, you know, that cotton shirt or cotton dress or vinyl dress she's wearing right there. And they're tucked into their boots with no leg skin anywhere. That's more appropriate. I think she would probably look more hot if she was wearing that, to be honest. As someone who came from, you know, working class family, you know. Just saying, it'd probably be more attractive. But I can understand where they're coming from with her character anyway, so whatever. But like, yeah, you can see right there. She kind of. Oh damn it! I was gonna pause it for a minute
Hey,
there.
hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments,
Child!
why don't you settle your own
Child!
debts first?
Child! Please, what the fuck?
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Deja vu?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine.
What?
What are the
You
chances?
come up to us all friendly like the fuck you mean, dude? You went all freaking weirdo mode in freaking attack. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Oh, yeah. Cammy's on the move. You went all freako mode on us last time we saw you, and you fucking lost your mind. You attacked us. You tried to punch us in the face. You tried killing us, you bastard. What are you doing in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snizhnyanya? I still don't know if he's supposed to be our friend or not, you know, but every single time we see him, it's just always, "Hi, Traveler, hi, Paimon," or it should be like, "Hi, Lumion, hi, Paimon, how are you guys doing today? I'm so happy to see you." It's like, what? The last time we saw you, you tried to kill us. You know, I'm so... Lumi next child, apparently. Still would ship. I'm just saying.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
Because you're causing it! You asshole! He's always the one causing it. Also, why I have not been using Cammy's AI tracking feature lately is because she recently fell off the TV like a month or two ago, and now she tracks a bit weird, for one, and then two, for some reason they haven't updated the Insta360 link with the newer AI tracking software for some reason. So if I look away too quickly sometimes, or if I move too fast, it can still lose track and just like go out of its way. For some reason, I don't know, there's the Insta360 link 2, and it will be able, I can turn away and it will keep track of where I am. You know, oh, I accidentally turned her off. Okay, that's whatever, that's perfectly fine. And they haven't done it with this one. It makes no sense. They should have updated it already.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting
Now I'm way closer than I wanted to be. See, that's what I mean. I was perfectly fine, you know, sitting at like 29, and then there we go. So you can see Gary. You can see Gary perfectly fine. You can see Jasper. I can't aim my finger. Jasper and Gary and Vishnulax back that way.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
I think we've already weathered enough storms for now. I don't mind a little excitement every now. Headcanon. He's finding his headcanon. He's finding every single way he can to meet up with Lumion because, like, you know, he wants to kiss, he wants to sweep her off her feet, you know. It's probably a very toxic relationship to start off with, but, you know, it could be like those fancy romance novels where the villain eventually falls in love with the heroine, and the heroine decides to, you know, fall in love with him back, and then, you know, the evil becomes good, and then they fall in love and have I don't read romance novels, you do.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Like, look at him. He's just looking at Lumion with, like, loving tender eyes. He might fight with her once in a while, you know, might try to kill her once in a while, but it's on guys to, you know, hide and repress his feelings as a man for her.
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me?
See what I mean? He's just like, this is the woman I want to be with, so get the fuck out of here and go away.
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tooser ice fishing, Tooser said...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the
Technically,
ones who
they're
started.
threatening the fight
This is an act of
themselves.
self-defense.
Exactly.
You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm sure this won't take long.
No, he's just gonna use his hand and go. Just a couple smacks. Oh wait, I have to fight. Shit. Shit. Wrong button.
You
Shit.
can run, but you can't hide.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He uses the bow.
Bring it on.
Oh, that's right. Because of how they have it, you have to do fucking 2 fingers at once. I hate that because you have to basically press this right. You have to press the O button, and you have to use
Your deal,
everything
Brett?
like your
How are you
finger
so
here.
strong?
If
You
it
can
was
just stab
if I was
every
able to
snitch
use
guy
this
in
one over
Northwood
here,
Bank.
I'd use like 2 thumbs.
Don't
Be
tell me
better. I'd like
you're-
that. Or if I had to press a different button, like if I could press R1 or R2 to aim, it would make it a lot easier.
Now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Huh?
Now's my chance.
Not gonna fucking matter. Okay.
Huh. That was weird.
What the fuck did he think? Just because his... Oh, I forgot what it's called. I'm having a stupid...
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when
Vision.
I needed them.
Even without
Maybe
his
there's
vision,
something
he's
wrong with my
technically a
vision?
fighter / martial artist or whatever you want to say. I don't doubt that, you know,
First
he's,
time
you know,
anyone's
gonna kick
ever heard of
ass.
someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway.
Exactly.
Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And
Don't
I
know why, but every now and then I
but
feel
every
like I'm
now
in a
and then I
terrible
feel
mood.
like I'm in a
Well,
terrible
maybe
mood.
because you lost to the girl you like.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That too.
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I
Oh,
fell
well,
into
that
some
makes
unknown
sense as to
abyss.
why he's all messed up.
It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was
Was
named
Skirk?
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through. and
Is
she was
Skirk a
always very
person
strict
or
when
is
teaching me
it
combat
an
techniques.
abyss
One
mage
time,
or something?
I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it.
The
And
traces of it remained on me.
Remained on me. She said that all my...
But what is it?
She never explained that.
Well, probably
But
never
my
gonna do.
guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed
Oh, where
was
does his
all
nose
around me.
go?
But in
Actually,
front of
why
me
is the
appeared a
color
whale
so
that was
raw?
massive. I
Wait,
felt
what
like I
the?
couldn't
Oh
breathe.
my goodness! I've not paid a
well.
single bit of attention to that. Why is the
That
color?
sounds familiar.
Why is
Well,
everybody
I've
so
seen you before.
orange?
You summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just
No,
an
that's the
abstract
wrong
form of a
one.
whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
It's still always so wrong, and I hate it. Blech. Oh god. It's still so wrong. I don't know. I think I might just have either a bad capture card or a bad HMI cable. I don't know.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
I don't know what's going on with that. It's always wrong.
You
and
make it sound
I've
so
never
easy.
been able to fix it.
Ever since
I'm going through
the
this Mountain
incident
Dew way quicker than I
experienced
should
there,
be, just simply
I've never
because
stopped searching
I
for
need
Master
the
Skirt
energy.
in that unknown
I'm
abyss.
tired.
But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
all I know is his nose is missing.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that.
Yep. Apparently.
Seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need.
What? More work for the North?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duel?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion
Okay.
duelist. The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point.
Interesting.
So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial.
That sucks,
And
I
the
guess,
worst
but
case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens.
well, I guess that makes sense.
Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion
Chlorine.
duelists.
Oh, it's
I had been
chlorine
asking
is
her
the
for
how
some
you
time
say it.
before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset
Technically,
if it got in the
he
way of
gave
my
her a
duel,
gift.
so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea?
100%. It's just a small gift for his sweetheart. He just really likes fucking
That
seeing her.
sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon.
He's always happy to see Lumine.
Guess we don't have much to do for now. We might as well walk around.
I don't know
and
if
see
I'm the
city
only
before
one that
Lily's
just thinks that
performance.
it's just like Lumine and Child, you know, or like the two together that are gonna like end up together in the end or something like that. I don't know, but he looks like he's gonna stay.
That coming. The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along. Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one part. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, Paimon, stop reading books and like shouting to the world what the freaking thing was.
It's almost
Like seriously, I kind of get annoyed by that.
on Aeneas. So let's go ride the aquabus.
Like seriously, I do get annoyed by that when I'm reading a book and then somebody decides to spoil the story for me. It's the same thing with the movie. It's not the coolest thing to do. No, the hiccups. What the fuck? Alright, she's playing hide and seek with this boy. How you doing, child? I am your Lord and Savior, Fiorina. Tell me, child, what's going on here? Hello, I'm your Lord and Savior, Fiorina. You want to ask me about Maui? Ask me about my wiener. Ask me about my wiener. Okay, I gotta go that way somehow. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, but I gotta go. I'm gonna go up. Do I gotta go down? Do I gotta jump inside out? Do I gotta jump around? Jump, 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 jump. Okay. I'm probably have to go to the roof or something like that. I don't know. But take out this viewpoint. Oh, it's a nice viewpoint. It's a very nice viewpoint.
It's not about the money. It's about the principle.
It's not about the money. It's about the principle.
Just give me the photo back.
Shainin, Talvat, Telveri. Alright, where do we gotta go? Anyway, wrong button. Where do we gotta go? Where is the minimap? Oh, I was wondering where I had to go.
I was wondering, and now I know. It's over there. Why? Because why? I have no fucking idea why.
Hello, dear human. I was just considering a problem a moment ago, so I almost didn't notice you. Of course you can. I was wondering how humanity came about. We Mollisons were born of illness. I said illness. We were born from flesh and blood like we were, or were we created some other way? I don't know. I freaking already messed it up. I said illness instead of eliminated.
Fancy! The opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives
right now
a
with text
peaceful
messages
life.
too.
I guess if there are, kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the
Okay.
customs in
Oh,
Fontaine.
you take my phone and get
Sure
her
are a
away
lot
from me.
of couples here.
I was gonna actually try to whip that, like actually throw the phone, but I don't have money for a new phone, so wait.
What's wrong?
I don't know what that means. Bechet?
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine.
Lynette!
All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here.
Lynette!
Lenny asked me to wait here for you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here, right?
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
I see.
Paimon should already
I
know
might
that
be
we
able to
talk to
tell you
ghosts
something
anyways.
that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of her sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
I'm so tired. What did she say?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh,
Then you should understand that tears
Contain your most intense
like I just mentioned.
emotions.
The Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
So,
I don't understand how that makes any sense.
if you were
When it says all the waters in Fontaine converge here into this one fountain. This one fountain contains all the water that ever was and ever will be. Or it all comes here and then it goes away somewhere. I don't fucking buy
Don't
that
let
for
calm
a
look of his fool
second.
you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Text message. I'm getting a lot of text messages right now. What the pipe on? God dang it. 4. That guy looks depressed. His wife left him. Offerings of the Fountain of Lucine. Wait, what? I am confused. What did I just... What am I doing? You can throw the hydro sigils you obtained across Fontaine into the Fountain of Lucian outside the Opera Epic Lace to raise its level and obtain valuable rewards. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I apparently get free things if I do it. Oh, I got... Ooh. Holy shit, I get a lot of money. Oh, I got 2 picks. 2 pulls. What is that? Midland or Sword Beelix. Sumeru and Fontaine trounce the main challenge reward. That's a freaking 100,000 mono right there. I do like that. So I gotta find more sigils. I don't know how I'm finding sigils or where I'm getting sigils from. But I gotta do that, and now I have some things I can do. I have 2 of these and I can make some balls for free, oh yes I can. Are they gonna give me anything? No they're not, just gonna be a rainbow. Yeah, no, I didn't think I was gonna get anything. That's all I know, I gotta get back the saving, you know, I got like 4 pulls there, and then like I got like, you gotta save up my prims again, so then I can, you know, save up for Mavawoka, because I want to get Mavawoka when she drops. Updates coming, my dudes. It's coming! 3.3 or 3.2 or 3.3 or some, or 6 point whatever. I forgot what it was, but it's supposed to be coming soon. And then you get to have Mavawoka, and then like 2 other characters who are gonna be like, yeah, and I'm concerned.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world.
What the hell is
We've
this?
been looking forward to it.
What is this? Okay, what the hell did she send me? I have to mute my audio on my phone, because...
judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Oh, she's sending me pornographies. Oh god, no. It's only 8 o'clock and I'm already getting sent pornography.
I've already reserved your seats.
Oh my god.
Here are your tickets.
This is why my channel is more of a, like, you know, it gets more of like the 25 to 35-year-olds, you know, because of
Don't
this
mention
kind
it.
of stuff.
There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Why can't I freaking do the thing? Yeah, text messaging people. See, this is what I mean. Best get busy.
We'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lenny.
That's why I probably will never actually grow and become a giant YouTuber, because I technically put you know, answering text messages well above, the streaming.
To be fair, 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 to be fair. I can't just leave them on red. Oh, magical! That
go both ways.
Oh yes, magic. How does that work? What is that? Is it just magic? Wait a second. Okay, I bought some.
Oh shit! I could have died. I could have really died. This is still no practice. There's nobody here. I'm kind of concerned for my own well-being and safety. Oh no.
Oh, this should be our seat.
Fucking shifty eyes.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was
Awkwardness. Voice. She's so awkward.
Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to
Oh
reciprocate.
my goodness.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second.
I do know the voice actor.
Paimon nearly forgot to
What
make
is
her
his
introduction.
name?
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler.
Paimon is Paimon.
We
This
just
is
arrived at
the
Bargain.
Lana. Technically, it's Lumine. I should change that to Lumine because it's Lumine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Teyvat, and as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an
Monsieur
honor it is to
Nervillet.
have you here to see my
Nervillet? I keep hearing people saying Nouvelet. Nervillet? Nervillet? Well, technically it's based on French, so that you have to speak with French accent. Monsieur Nervillet? No, Monsieur Nervillet?
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet?
Nervillet? It's kind of similar to when you're speaking about Bugatti and like their new hypercar that's gonna be coming out like in the next year or two or whatever. Their new Halo car after the Chiron, and damn it, I started camming again. Jazz hands. Get it going with jazz hands. Oh no, I gotta. It's the Bugatti Tourbillon. It's spelled like tourbillon, but it's pronounced tourbillon. And you gotta use a French accent for it, and it kind of freaking annoys me because like, for like the first couple days after the announcement, I was basically repeating tourbillon, 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 Tourbillon the entire time, trying to make sure I would forever pronounce the Bugatti Tourbillon the proper way. And now I got to say Norvalet. Norvalet? Norvalet. 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 That had a little bit of Russian in the end. Norvalet.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Neuvillette is.
Neuvillette. I might still not be pronouncing the N part right, but...
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Ooh,
Bonsoir,
sorry for
Neuvillette.
being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
But he's very sexy too.
He's tall,
No
blue.
offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really.
God, that low end he went through. Oh, that was a directive.
And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose.
She's just like, come on, traveler. Just tapping her foot, just up in the step, just like, come on, traveler, notice me, Lumine. Come on, I've been sitting here, I'm staring directly at you. Come on, notice me.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
Try to be like, are you gonna notice me or what, traveler? Please notice me more.
So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later.
Just go over there.
Otherwise she may
Hi!
become flustered.
Become flustered. She's just like standing there, just like, notice me.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy.
So basically you're treating her like a puppy. You just need to give her a tiny bit of attention. Just feed her a little bit and then just like, okay, I know what she's doing. She just wants attention. Here you go. Have your attention. I'm back to my job right here. I'm going to pay attention to this now. Go be petty over that way. He is so... Okay, I see why people really like Neuvillette. He's really on top of things there, and he really sees through her shit. I like Furina, I really do. She's adorable. But he sees right through her shenanigans.
Huh?
I love that.
Is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right.
He's
please
like
wait just a
acting
moment
like a
longer.
big brother
I've
to
pretty
her
much finished my
in a way,
preparations,
and it's just
performance will
like,
start
look,
as soon as the
don't pay her
audience has
no
made their way to
mind,
their
okay?
seats.
This is just how she is. She's a bit weird, but I still love her regardless. This is just give her the attention she wants real quick, and everything will be good. If you don't, she's gonna throw a fit, and I'm gonna have to deal with it. I don't want to deal with that today. It's just, oh my god.
They're dimming the lights. The show must be starting.
As an older brother to a younger sister, I can definitely say that's kind of how it is.
Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Shut the fuck up, Paimon. It's a play.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
I wonder, does he have cat ears too, or is it just her?
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
If you say so.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
I hope not. That'd be kind of boring. Oh, why has he got a mask on?
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show.
Oh, that okay,
way,
cool.
even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
That was a weird way to do that.
Without further ado,
This is a
let
bit
the
weird.
show
I'm not gonna do that one again.
Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations.
Bye.
I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage.
To be fair,
momentarily.
at a magic show,
Perhaps
some
in
people
an
really just like to
unexpected
go
way.
for the assistant.
I'm sure she'll be
and
stealing
that's kind of
the spotlight
disgusting.
soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink,
of an
eye.
I'm blinking right now just to see what happens in the blink. That's a lot more than a blink.
Magician's greatest skill
That's a lot more
is
than a
making
blink.
Things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
But what's sad though, when it comes to like real magic, I see right through magicians, and it kind of takes the fun out of like watching magic shows now, because like I just know how they work, and it's frustrating. I've seen enough behind the scenes magic stuff that I can basically point out how they're doing it, and it kind of frustrates me sometimes.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks.
Like I want to be able, I want to see a magic trick and be wowed by it and curious on how they did it. But a lot of the time, it's just, you know,
This one's a little tricky.
well, that's kind of cool. Too bad that's how that works right there, and that's where they went right there, and you know they went right there in that way. It's
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
oh, it's a water tank trick. Yay! Always the greatest ones. I'm not really a big fan of the water tank tricks, you know.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top.
Okay. Is this gonna be the one? Is this gonna be like one where she basically pretends to die or something like that?
I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
What can you do, dude?
Lynette,
Fiorina's like, what? How'd that happen?
Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, Fiorina's very happy. Fiorina's very happy.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank?
Sit the fuck down,
Reappear out of nowhere.
Paimon.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing.
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic
Well, sometimes
of
when it comes to those
transformation
tricks,
and
they use
disappearance
twins.
Can go far beyond
When it comes
what
to
you've
that
just
style,
seen.
they usually use a twin and then
I'm sure
switch
many of
out
you are
pretty
thinking that
quickly,
escaping
or
the
they
water tank
basically
was impressive
go
enough.
in and then there's
But
a bit of a
Lynette
hidden
is still my
release
assistant
area after
after
you've
all.
basically
In
do
which
that
case,
and whatnot.
I have ample time to make all necessary
But it's kind of interesting to have the bubble show
So,
up. I
for
would
my next
assume
trick,
that there
I
was
will
a
require the
separate partition
participation
in
of
between.
one lucky audience member. Please.
Please
if
don't
my
just pick
assistants could
Paimon.
bring out
Please
the
don't pick
magical
Paimon.
boxes
Please don't
now.
pick Paimon. Please don't pick
There
Paimon.
are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of
one's
our
always the
clever
easy one.
audience members have already guessed our next magic trick.
The swap.
A swap. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will
I don't like
each emerge from
these
the
tricks
opposite
either.
box.
They're also really boring,
Now,
and
please,
technically, you
everyone
know,
pay
I think
very close
everybody
attention to the
technically
box
knows how
you see here.
the missing
give me any
magician
chance
slash
to make a
missing
move.
assistant slash
Wow, how's he
people
gonna do
swap trick works.
Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Paimon, I thought we said no speaking during the show. Shut the fuck up, you floating potato. Oh my gosh.
The lucky audience member will be
Pay
generated
attention. Just
by
watch the
this
show.
random number
Stop poisoning
selector.
it, Paimon.
It selects numbers entirely
stop.
at random.
Stop.
Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
And usually they
I'm
are
sorry, it might
in on
be
the
a
trick from the
little
beginning.
cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as
And
comfortable
depending
as
on
possible.
where and how they want to do
You
the
don't
trick,
need to
there's
do
a trap
anything,
door, there's a
but no matter
false floor
what
right
strange
underneath it.
things may
You
happen,
go down,
don't
you
come out
crawl
of the
underneath the
box.
stage, you come up
If the
right in
magic
there,
is
you basically swap
interrupted,
places like
who
that.
knows where you
That's
might
generally
end
how
up.
that's done.
You might even find yourself in the fortress of Meripede.
Oh, okay.
And she works with them. Usually, it's set
Before I
up
enter the
where
magic
somebody.
box, there is
Usually,
one more
it's
thing
set
I
up
need to
where
ask the
the
audience to
person
do.
they pick in the audience
you all
already
give me
knows
a
how to do the
countdown?
trick. They
Like
are
this.
plants
60,
inside the audience.
59,
Are there times when they
58.
don't add
Just
it,
keep
work with a plant
counting
on
down.
the stage?
You
Yes,
can
but
go a
it's
little
generally
faster or
not
slower
in
if
some
you
of the
like.
bigger,
I won't be able
more
to see
intricate
anything in the pitch
things
black
like
box,
that,
so I'll
or
be
tricks like
relying on
that.
your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
I'm sure Lenny's prepared. Whole crowd couldn't even
No,
try if they
no,
wanted
that
to, I
won't
guess.
do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59,
59, 58.
58.
60, 59, 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
And what's going to be interesting is if he does the fun part of the trick where he changes things up completely and he's not in the box.
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough.
That's
here
where
as it
I
is.
think the trick is a bit
Merely
more
a
fun.
consequence of
Where
my
it throws
identity
it
and
out of the window a
personality.
little bit.
Do not worry about me.
Where instead of
Just enjoy
he
the
gets
show.
in there, he goes over there, he swaps with the other person. The other person goes and appears over there in this one box. He doesn't appear over there. Everyone's like, "Gasp, where'd he go? Did he mess up the trick?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm up in the grandstands with Fiorina."
Mr. Lenny, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine, I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
Like I said,
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
no,
Not
it's
sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25, 24, 23!
What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The
What
show
is
is
this?
what's important.
No, that's unacceptable.
Oh, it's a silly
I want
Gmail.
my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear
the
them
thing is, the
counting?
swap would have already happened.
19, 18, 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned.
Like I said, the swap already happened. A lot of the times when they do it like that, it's a speaker inside the box, like a hidden speaker in the box that helps keep it going like that, and he's already in a different place. Or it's a pre-recorded line just to make it sound like he's still there.
10! Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey,
now it's
wait,
all over the...
Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again. 7! Hey, slow down! Honestly! 5!
It's all a part of the trick.
Whoops! That doesn't count! 0!
It's all a part of the trick. And that is the fun one. So there would be 3 people in that case right there. If they aren't using elemental magic or whatever. The other person should be over there, or the girl should be inside there. Should be after the switch. Unless you do that, like I said, you switch things up. Make it a bit more interesting. Usually it would be a secondary person dressed up to look like him inside there. Now, is this part of the trick, or is this, you know, an accident that actually, freak accident actually happened? Who knows?
Part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now.
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
So that's going to be interesting. It turns into an investigation.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
But basically, when it comes to that magic trick, you'd have the 2 boxes, in trap doors, technically, like I said. The doors would basically open, the 2 people would step down, and they would basically swap places. Just to make it more interesting, they could have an extra body double who is going to be in the first box doing some trickery, or a speaker in the box hidden to be playing a recording or live audio, and making it sound like they're still there for a last minute just there. Like he showed right there, the doors open, and you saw him right there, and then he closed it real quick, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's on the other side. He was already over there for the last, 50, 60 seconds, or 50 seconds out of the 60. It's not, in that tunk was the trap door opening. Probably there's a little mistake on that one that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't hear the trap door opening for them to slot down and switch places like that. You're not supposed to. That was probably an actual accident that wasn't supposed to happen. Which could mean that's what happened with the girl and Cowley. But the guy who dies, I don't know who it is, apparently, and I would assume, like I said, that he was... Oh, God damn, I keep turning on. He was the one that was going to basically be the body double in a sense, or he was the one that was in the mask. I think it was the guy in the mask, yeah, actually. He was supposed to like open and close the doors and whatnot and be the magical assistant. I'm pretty sure the sister Lynette or another sister that we don't see or know about was the one that was portraying Lenny for the like the body double kind of scene, just like made up to look like him, just to be able to like quick step out and then step back into the first box while Lenny's already over in the second box, and then you're supposed to have the girl go over there. So the girl's gone missing. So there's a mess up right there. The trapdoor, probably a mess up. And then that falling down probably was, you know, done on purpose and not really technically, you know, by accident.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really. Using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
That would be the question.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants,
She's adorable, but she's also really on a wild case of her own. Realistically, I would probably be, if I was Furina, or if I was anybody else, or if I was Nouvrelet, I would probably be like, you can stop now, because that girl is most likely also a magician's assistant. She was a plant in the audience. For one. Two, just because it occurred at the same time does not mean that it's actually anywhere near the same. It's not, it doesn't mean it's Lenny doing it. Even though it might actually be Lenny now that I think about it.
Was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
Of what?
That can't be right. How can Lenny he was in the box on the stage the entire time.
No,
We can even hear his voice.
I don't need to. I like the way she is right off the bat. She's adorable, but I probably will at some point. Because I really need to see more of why she's like an adorable little puppy, like a little adorable needy puppy who needs to be getting her attention from Daddy Nouvrelet.
Besides, before the show,
She needs the attention and I love it.
to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind disappearances. It couldn't possibly mean catching... Actually, no. It could mean catching himself. That is a thing that some serial killers and some serial thieves of people... Fuck. have said on before that it's fun to play cat and mouse. It's fun to try to thwart the cops and the justice system. It's fun to them, to some of these people. So basically goading people to try to catch the criminal when the criminal is themselves is a cat and mouse game that they like to play. So I could understand why I would say it like that, but, you know, I still don't think it's...
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about pressing charges.
You adorable
Well,
blue
what
bean.
Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver
No,
justice.
probably not.
Kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
It's almost like they weren't just watching a magic show. It's a magic show. You can't believe anything you're seeing technically. Nothing you're watching is really any bit of the truth. All of it is just in show. So, a kidnapping murder carried out under the cover of Magic Show. Lady Furina said it all. It could just be her, you know, blabbering her mouth, you know? It just could be like, oh, well, this happening here, it's a coincidence. So why not put 2 and 2 together and make the thing the truth? That might make more sense, that there's a coincidence here. It's just that. It's a coincidence. It's not anything more, probably. I don't think Lenny's actually the killer. I think it was set up to be like that, I guess. It would be more set up by the person who's actually, you know, stealing people or whatever. It's definitely got to be their mom. Definitely. I gotta go pee. I'm gonna go to the bathroom now because I'm getting bleh. Crisscrossings of the apple massaucins.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Lenny, won't you? After all, he... Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
Okay.
But with Lenny's help, our little duel ended
The draws really are the most boring
so
possible outcome.
No more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser.
It wasn't a draw.
I understand.
What?
Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is
Wait, is she...
Well, Traveler, seems Lady Furina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Lenny's attorney and defend him in this case?
Bitch, do I look like a goddamn lawyer? Seriously, you just met me. You know my history. I'm not a lawyer. Not really. What the f... Sure. Well, you know what? I have no other options. I have to say yes. I can't, you know, just say, the fuck you mean? I'm no lawyer. I have no idea how to be a lawyer. I know a lot of stupid stuff. I know a lot of stupid, useless information. I don't have the useless information. I've watched enough freaking criminal dramas on TV. Doesn't, and I turned Cammy on again. Damn it. Damn Jasons! Oh, jeez. Yep, she's gonna be moving all night now. And all out of order that I placed, you know, it's not what I wanted to happen.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Lenny and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain within
the girl is one of his troop members,
the audience
though.
may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking
God, that laugh is
to
adorable.
hearing it.
That was an You can't tell me that's not adorable. That was adorable.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! witnessing an accident like that.
And itch my freaking
Yeah,
eyeball.
I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
Well, I've seen... Well, based on the evidence that I know of right now, probably not.
I understand. Even I'm not sure what happened, so I can only imagine
So it's kind
how
of,
difficult
but
it is
realistically,
for
you kind of want to
grasp the
go in
situation.
not thinking
I'm
a
sure
yes or a no.
everyone
You
sees
kind of
me
want
as
it
the
before
biggest
anything.
suspect at this point.
Go in wanting
But
to find the
if you
question.
ask
At
me,
least
the
from an
whole thing is
outsider's
mysteries
perspective,
layered
you kind of
upon
want to go in
mysteries,
and look at all
such
of the
that all that's
information and try to
left
figure it out
is
yourself.
confusion.
As his
I don't know
lawyer,
whether what
technically, I
happened
should
there
say,
on
I
the
don't
stage was
think you did
purely
it
an
at all.
accident
You're
or not.
perfectly fine. You're
And I don't
innocent.
know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself
Yeah, my
couldn't
eye
pull
itches
all that
again.
off in just 1 minute.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which...
Where did you get the freaking... What the hell? That's my fucking question.
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the
What?
city earlier. Pretty cool,
What?
huh? Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feel it, but with the guards watching our good thing you agreed to be our attorney.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Now Paimon's gonna start breaking down how the magic works. But what's really annoying is that Lenny said, I don't know what happened to that girl we chose out of the audience. That's a bold-faced lie if you said that she's a random girl. That's a bold-faced lie. Because that magic trick does not work if she is not a member of the troupe. Generally, that specific swapping trick is only used with someone who is in on the trick.
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve...
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting
tried.
it.
You really did.
But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what... We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are...
It's gonna kind of be annoying for them to just explain it all, but...
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it. This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
Well, you just said that the people who usually set up them are the assistants. And they have multiple of them. just because Lenny is the boss doesn't mean the boss takes care of the placement of the items.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
Yeah.
I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the
Yeah,
audience
it's basically
in the
being a
palm of
con
their
man,
hand.
a con man, or a confidence man, more like that. Like, not really con man, but more confidence man. Like, you can basically confidence your way into anything.
I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious.
You can use the case record to confirm your current evidence and clue collection, situation, sort case-related information. You can check as yet undiscovered evidence that clues in the case record, then investigate the corresponding area located. Use perception skill to find evidence and clues that can be investigated within a certain radius around yourself. This will advance your overall process. Dingling the water tank, or causing the tank to fall and kill Cal, who is within it. It seems evident that Lenny is the likeliest user of the prop to commit a crime. However, the reason for the victim being Cowell and the reason for the chosen lady's disappearance remains. Oh, that's what he looks like without the mask. Deceased is one of Lenny's assistants named Cowell. He was well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. This is where the magic box was struck. If Cowell weren't inside the box at the moment, he might have dodged a falling water tank. The broken magic box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard. Esmond. How you doing, Esmond?
Have a look around.
I can look at the truth, but, or look at the stuff, but there was something right here.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
My question, why is it burned on one end and it's cleanly severed on the other and it's not attached to anything?
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material.
That's
Most
interesting.
Of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it...
But I wouldn't think flash cotton is actually strong enough to be able to hold that kind of a weight. It burns really easily. But maybe it's like mostly made of normal rope, and then the flash cotton is like the surrounding outside. Like they basically cut away at some of that area and then wrap the flash cotton around there. And if you had like 4 points or 4 harness points, maybe it would make more sense, but that still doesn't sound right. Special rope. This rope was used to suspend the water tank. Suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. An investigation has shown the location where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. That's weird though. It's a bit weird though. I'm not sure I like that. I have that. Okay. The next place I should probably look is try to go up top if I can. Is there any way to go up? Can I go behind the stage? The next thing to do would be to go up. That I'm not looking up the skirt. I'm not trying to. I'm gonna go. Where would it be then? Because I know one of the things has to be like one of these things over here. Examine the box. And then try to find her seat. Because that was her seat. Right there. Or no, was it that one? Like I said, what am I supposed to go specifically? Like, there are several things that I can look at. A sorter. There are those two. Like I said, I need to go up higher, probably. There's a way to go up higher. It would make more sense to look up that way. Now, if I knew how to do that one thing, that'd be awesome.
Go ahead, have a look around.
Oh, it's R2D2 on that one. Oh, you gotta talk to multiple people. Okay, you have to talk to people, okay.
What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troupe members are currently considered prime suspects. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list. Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the Magic. The Magic Troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects.
Well, that's a problem because, again, that's not how that trick is supposed to work.
She wasn't related to the Magic Troupe at all.
Were the victims?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between...
Okay, then.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get...
Missing ladies. Halsey is missing person. She's a famous painter and came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She isn't known to know... Okay, she isn't known to know. But she should be known by the troupe. Simply for the fact that, you know, makes no sense otherwise to not be part of the troupe.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out...
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but...
Yeah, that would make sense too then. That the machine itself was messed with.
There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them?
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks... I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of
You
whether
want
it's a
to...
trial or
That's part of the trick, though. That is part of the magic trick. The machine that picks the seat number, or the magic ball that you're supposed to pull out to pick the seat number, is meant to pick the same seat every time. Part of the magic trick. It's part of the trick so you can make sure you get your person who is in on the trick. Your plant in the audience.
In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out.
Let you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case,
So someone could have tampered with it and picked her instead, you know, but that's still kind of besides the point, you know. Doesn't mean that Linny did it. Oh, that's the white line. Doesn't mean that Linny did it. Let's ask. No. So definitely people you can talk to definitely have information that you can go for then. But that's how the trick works though, so unless they didn't know that, then boo-hoo on them for not understand. Well, actually, no, they don't really tell that to a lot of people actually, so I can kind of understand why they wouldn't know. They wouldn't want people to know about that trick or how that trick actually works. Because if you tell people how your trick works, then guess what? It's not going to be a great magic show, is it? So I should probably hold back from, you know, saying anything about that kind of a thing, because they are lying to us as is. I'm very certain that this Halsey woman was part of the show.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it.
The thud?
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind.
That's the trapdoor sound.
So
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice, Lynette perhaps, jumping atop the water tank or something like that.
No.
And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true.
That does remind...
Strange sound. I already know it. It's the trap door underneath the frickin' cases. That's what that is. There's no more need to question that one, really. That's just a trap door. I know I gotta talk to those two, so I will talk to those two at some point. But it's the point that it's kind of, you know, silly.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later. Lenny's still talking to the guard. I think someone will be... Lenny's still talking to the guard. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Yeah, there's still one more thing to be looking out for, I think. But... here, I could probably do the thing right now. Alright, look at that. Did I already look over here? I don't remember if I did or not. Ear itches right there. Instead, I've already done that. I've already talked to the guy over that way. So that's already done. I've talked to that dingle dong over that way. I didn't see anything over that way. talk to them over there. Nothing with that. But there are sides that are over this way that I didn't look towards. Oh wait, no, they just go that way. Okay. So there must be another thing that I'm missing up on the stage, maybe? Or in the background.
Lenny's magic tricks were the stuff of legend.
Look, doing magic tricks is one thing.
Alright, so there's that. Look at all that. Looked at that. Nothing there. So then... So how do I access the one thing then? This is just telling me to go see, what's her face? Actually, that does beg the question again, because like I said, there was the thud. I don't know where the thud came from technically, other than the fact that it most likely is underneath, I would say.
Go ahead, have a look around.
Like I said, I would assume that. Okay, that's gonna be interesting to try to deal with then.
Whoever the murderer... Why? This rope? People needed to...
Alright, I've already found the relevant evidence on that.
God, we all heard that noise, didn't...
There is definitely something that I'm missing. Definitely, but I don't know what I'm missing yet unless I have to climb up and get higher, baby. There might be, if I'm allowed to climb, an ability to go higher, maybe? Alright, I can't go higher. I said I would want to go up higher if they let me go outside, maybe? I don't know if they'll let me go outside. Because like I said, I already basically looked all through here. And my question now would be, where else would the things be? Because I already looked and questioned everybody in here, so... Oh, okay, okay, cool.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
It's Navia!
You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No.
Well, you're right on the moor about that one, but...
It's Navia!
Who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it. Spina di Rosula does it. And I Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
She's gorgeous.
Those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus, Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle?
Well, I am the second generation president. Melus and the others are still used to my...
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're...
All merely trifling details. Never mind, that's right. Judging from the look of things, I find...
Really? We think so but...
Intuition, naturally. Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever. But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges. Anyway, a trial.
She seems to like going off the rails, and it's adorable.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but
liking her doesn't mean I'll blindly agree. Yeah, it's true.
I've answered your...
Wait a minute, did that...
Well, I say it. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like...
Well?
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall on by the wayside. Something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment. I don't like
Silver and Melus, I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations, then if that can be...
I just don't like the fact of making a trial a show of interest, you know. That's why I don't really like the... I didn't really like the whole Judge Judy thing, you know, and like the Judge Joe Brown show, like Judge Joe Brown and all these other show judges, you know.
Oh, that's more like it.
Far be it from me, you wish to save a friend from false accusation.
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to...
We'll be making some
But yeah, it's just... For me...
Speaking of that...
I can see that. Maybe I should try to learn some magic.
You need not worry about such things.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, they had nothing to do with any of the story that I needed. Okay. But at least now I can go up the... Oh, interesting.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
That's a good question.
After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on. I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
How can you be so sure?
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
Adorable Bean.
It's safe to... Alright, thank you for your help.
But she could have also been lying. She could have also been lying.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going.
But yeah, she could have been lying. There's no way she could be telling the truth.
Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
Literally. She's got cannons.
Sorry.
She's like, bitches love cat. She's got the cannons. I'm just saying.
Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole
Like, other than
situation.
Amber and Fiorina, I
these are my
absolutely adore Navia.
mind if
Just
they join as
the
well?
way she plays, I like the way she plays, and like her personality is
fine
very
by me.
nice. Much better than
new
the
helpers?
personality
I
for
would be most
Fiorina when you are using her on your adventure and whatnot. But I like Navia's way more. Like
just
her
say we're
characterization
tagging
and
along.
Amber's are probably
It's
like
not
my
every day
favorite
you
when
get to
I'm
see
like
the
running
secrets
around
behind
with them in the
magic
world.
performed on such a large scale.
And she's gorgeous.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
I still don't know why he's wearing garter belts
Huh? Below stage?
and thigh
Yes,
highs.
a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box.
Are you
prepared
gonna show us that
specifically
when
for this
that thud
switcheroo
happened,
trick.
it was the trap door
But
opening,
before I
right?
reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Like I said, there's a trap door.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the...
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're...
The back? You mean the...
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
So they did the box inside of the box trick.
Exactly.
Basically, you just like move the you open the box. But see, you have the trap door. You flip the inside of the box, and you have the new pattern of the door, and you have the other portions of the box up there. Or they could be the one where they spin the entire box while no one's paying attention, which that also works sometimes. But like I said, there's a trap door where you go out and underneath the box, and the thud was most likely the box, the little door opening. It's sometimes a double-sided door that basically opens up 2 ladders, or it could be a single door that flaps open and just swings a little bit, which could have been the reason it smacked and you heard the thud. And then you just go down the stairs, and then you swap places.
Most of it as soon as you saw
That's
this
why I'm saying that the girl he lied about so far, she was in on the trick, because unless it was supposed to be somebody else and he just went along with it, you know, the whole number on the box being, you know, the wrong seat or whatever. Usually she is a plant, and that number on the box lets them do the magic trick the right way with nobody questioning anything, because the person that they get inside the second box already knows how to work the trick, already knows how to do the swap, and already has the idea of when to go.
The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box
Oh,
is
they
facing the
did
right
that
direction.
method. Okay, so then what they basically did was they have the box. Again, they would feel it, which also then again could be the thudding themselves. But does it have a rotating spot? Trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring the box will face in the right direction. So basically, they have the inside of the box actually move down instead of the board flipping inside there and having like the hidden mechanism behind it, or flipping a mirror inside the box, which is sometimes how they do it, and then the back door opening. So they're using the whole box coming down, switching it over, which in that case, sure, kind of, that you could use a randomized audience member at that point. That would be another way to be able to do that trick. But that's a bit... Still, you'd want someone who's knowledgeable on that, because it doesn't feel like you just magically poof. You're going to feel yourself going down and going over like that. You're still going to feel that motion of going down, move, and up.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley. all while the outer box... Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right.
No.
Talking that whole time, and you even came out.
The only way they do that is to go really, really slow.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
Okay, so he was doing it that way. He was using the drop down, walk down the ladder, walk across the field, and then walk back up the other ladder, while they're using a drop down system for the main box and swapping it over. Okay.
What about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh,
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box.
Exactly like I said before. She dressed up as Linny as a body double and basically walked out just to show that it was there. So apparently either she also knows how to do his voice or voice act that way, or I missed the line somewhere where it said like they had like a little speaker in the box somewhere.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform
Exactly.
So that's how it all worked. Wow. Every detail you revealed was more amazing.
But they went a bit further than you really needed to, than what most magicians would do. Like I said, it's usually a trap door, and it's an audience member that was planted. The plant would then go into the box. They would both go down and walk past each other and switch places. If they wanted to get a little bit spicy, then they would have the person go over there. The magician would not go into the box. They would either open the box, the magician's not there. They would crush the box would catch on fire or something fantastical. Oh my god, where's the magician? The magician's up in the rafters. You want to know why? Because he just continued on and kept going up. Or they used, in this case, Lynette as a body double at the beginning of the thing, at the beginning of it. It's just, it's how it works, usually. This is a bit more than what usually would be done. It's kind of interesting the way they decided to do that. Like, okay, let's try to make it as not obvious as possible. Let's make it where it's not going to be a plant, or portray it not being a plant, even though generally it would be a plant.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending.
Yeah.
And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
The issue is we're down there, and what doesn't help Linny and Lynette's case right there is how you explain how the trick worked. There's hidden sections behind the boxes, and there's a section where the where the front of the box comes down, goes around, and goes up. So she was in the first box the entire time. He goes into the first box, goes down, switches places with her in a sense. He goes away, and he goes up in the second box. Well, the second box's person goes down. Oh, jazz hand again. Damn it. Oh, actually, was it she moving this entire time? Oh, I don't know. And moves across. Now, again, I wasn't paying attention. Did he go down first? Did she go up first? Who goes down? The order of operations, I wasn't really paying attention to the order of operations of how everyone did what they did, technically. But there's still a point where one or the other were going to be in that room, possibly with the box while the box is moving slowly over there. And it's gonna happen like right off the bat. As soon as she stepped in the box and the door closed, that's when she started going down, that's when she started moving to slowly get over that way. Even though technically, again, you'd have to be going very slow to not feel the movement. Because actually, fun fact, that's how David Blaine made, or was it Blaine? I think it was David Blaine, made the Statue of Liberty disappear. It was a giant stage that everyone was on, all the bleachers were on, where everything was set up, pointed towards the Statue of Liberty. Everyone was on that massive stage, right? And as soon as the curtain went down to hide the Statue of Liberty, the stage that they were on was a massive circular stage. You couldn't tell, you couldn't see it, but it was slowly, throughout the performance, very, very gradually spinning just a little bit, not too much, just enough of a degree to basically point away from the Statue of Liberty. And then when they dropped the flag, boom, the Statue of Liberty was gone, because at that point they pointed to a forced perspective model. It's really cool. It's really cool. But that you have to go very slow. You can't go as fast as it would be to go from there to there and then up again without the person feeling it or knowing it, because if it's going within 60 seconds from that distance going down and over and up, that's going to be still too fast and you would feel it. At that point, have you ever been on an elevator? Because that's what they would feel going down. Even though it's one floor down, you would still feel the movement of it going down.
We really don't know how that happened.
But yeah, it depends on how the order of operations actually went and who was where at what point in time in the movement of the carousel.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out, and yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with
We'll probably
some
find
leads.
something. I would question if maybe the doors probably do open on that thing. Because it goes down, it goes up and down, spins around, and it moves left and right. I would assume it came down, spun, and was spinning on its way to face the other direction, went over and went up. Someone could have, while it was moving across the floor, opened one of the doors, pulled her out, and then put Cowl in there. In between. I gotta turn that off. I'm making her move again. I keep doing jazz hands.
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here.
Yeah, no, that makes
Yes,
sense.
Of course, no need to be so strict now.
Thanks, everyone.
Gave away, yeah. By using a box inside a box, the idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Linny himself would also use the tunnel to get to the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of on-stage interactions. That's where I was confused by Cowl. I might have stopped paying attention. Where did Cowl go for the moment? Because he was on stage mostly the entire time. The magic box on stage has an additional layer in its rear in which Lynette and Linny's clothes remained hidden. She would appear at the end of the magic trick and lead people to believe that Linny had been able to instantly move to the box inside, which is how they usually do the trick to make it more spicy. The magic box in the center of the audience stands as 2 layers, and beneath it has an entrance to an underground tunnel. This is how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without interference or noticing. She could still be in the box, which would be kind of funny. I would find it a bit funny. But there's also that over there that's broken, so that's not very good. And that should be that. That is required to order the magic box move. I don't really want to found something.
What's this?
That would be, I forgot what they're called. You basically throw that up and you basically climb up. I forgot what it's called.
Looks like a
Hook.
tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick.
Possibly.
Whatever it is.
Dropped hooked rope. The rope that has fallen to the ground, a metal hook has been tied to one end of this rope. Its use is unclear. Okay, I don't know on that one, to be very fair. What is this?
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Yeah, broken vase.
Why?
Oh, Paimon knows. It's one of those tricks where you into a jug, and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase.
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Possibly, yeah. Depending, because it spins also, it could have, like, the caddy corner, the corner could have been out and could have hit it. But it most likely was bumped by somebody and then knocked over. Well, actually, no. Seeing how far away it is, it's being over this way. Yeah, it seems a bit... Investigate clothing. It's a purple...
These are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them? Ugh, this is so confusing.
Where are the fucking... What happened to the glasses? Wait, what? Young lady's clothes. The clothes belong to Halsey. The lady who went missing were found in the tunnel. Reason for this remains unknown. That's a bit curious. Because now we're moving away from the magic trick portion, and we're... She could be in one of the boxes. This is me managing the tracks again. There's an air vent right there. I'm probably gonna look at the air vent in just a minute. All kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. Yeah, that's how they probably would and should be. Just haphazardly just shoved in there without worry or care in the world. Definitely has to do with the this right here. 100%.
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit through here.
Yeah.
Could this...
Alone, perhaps. But if they had...
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Let's go through the magic box. Linny and Lynette were in the 2 magic boxes.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that.
Tunnel vent. The tunnel vent looks like it could allow one person passage, barely that, but leaving along with the missing lady seems an unrealistic prospect. She could still be in one of the boxes upstairs.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
There's still a reason. There's still something for that.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal...
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or...
So the tunnel's become like a secret chamber then.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance... No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld.
Charges and then trial.
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear say... That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this has ever happened.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This too will then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The resultant return...
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides?
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why... yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before... Huh? Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties.
That's true.
Or that we might find outside
What is
help to
this?
disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out.
What
at
is
any
she
time.
sending me now? She sends me videos, and I'm concerned.
Whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
That is Pranagadagadagafi is some more.
course.
Why
I
is she
just hope
sending
you
me the
don't mind
Pranagadagadis?
lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Jeez.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together. I mean, what better way?
Okay. Is there any way else I can do a bit more research?
What do you mean? Huh?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with
Because there's possibly more to the case if I could look around more and see more things. Like, could I go to the second floor?
You're carrying a portable stove with you?
What?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
Fancy!
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two.
These three are quite the
Interesting. Fresh macaroons. Ew. Those are very delicious, but I can't eat those. I get very sick. I can't have sweets like that. I get very ill, and it sucks. Like, my stomach will absolutely turn itself inside out very quickly. Like, one of the friends or partners in business, not really at all, but like they rent out one of my bays and they work out of there, and they do work with their business during my business hours, with my business and whatnot, and we kind of do swap back and forth. They gave us, fresh baked goods for Christmas this year, which was some like peanut butter Ritz cracker chocolate cookie things, like chocolate chunk cookies and Rice Krispie treat balls with mixed with like some dark chocolate, and they're really delicious. It didn't last in my stomach very long. I had to go to the restroom, and I had to basically it came out the front. It comes out. I can't do it. It tastes so good, but I can't do it. It just it can't.
Well, don't
That's what
underestimate
sucks.
eating
It's
egg
just
waste,
like
by the way.
I
It's a
want to
real arm
enjoy
workout.
sweets, but I can't.
Anyway, give these a try.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar.
Yeah,
Tea
pretty
is
much.
ready to be served as well. This is demoiselle's favorite. No need for concern.
I'm merely doing as I say. I'm sorry if it's disgusting to talk about that, but it's the truth. I can't. I want to enjoy a macaroon. I want to enjoy sweets and cookies and cake, but I can't. I just can't.
A secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines.
Yeah, most likely that was
Magician
what
twins
happened.
could have committed the crimes, of course.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal, and resulting in the shattering of the... Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Yeah.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims. Whether it's...
Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the magic
But
Troop's
that could be a lie.
Were we not from the sound of things? This is turning into an impossible... Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia.
They are my...
But that's all. It's all a lie.
Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3. Honest.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
It's fine. If you ate them, you ate them. Oh, it's fine. Everyone knows how much you love eating.
Wait, even you don't believe If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eat the loose. Set up the stove again if you... Huh? Making sure everyone gets 3...
Exactly.
As you wish.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almond.
Well, this...
So I'm confused on that one then.
Well, that's it for snack time. I don't know what we're looking for yet. It would be awkward.
All right.
Can I go back to exploring and looking around then?
Task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything.
Neither Cowell nor Halsey had a motive, but after having talked with Navi, the likelihood of the third person being involved seemed very low too. I would assume that Cowell or her wait until the trial the following day.
We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case.
When did I get up?
There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation. Why would it be him? God. Whoever the murderer... This is... Paimon doesn't get this... The performance would not have been visible from where the doors were guarded. Well, and it would take... That size wouldn't have been a problem for Paimon.
Are there still one missing in the Opera House? Can I still continue searching? Am I allowed to, or am I not allowed to? Did I not search enough? Because that does give me the concern. Because I want to still look around. Because I am definitely missing some information then. Especially if I'm not allowed to enter the tunnel. Like I said, I'm more confused and concerned because...
Strike a pose!
The control board's fine. So we have the hook. If I keep popping that, it's not what I wanted. I've examined the tracks enough. Or look that way. So the storage boxes are all the same way. Like I said, I don't have all the information. I fudged up a little bit. That's that clothing. Got the vase. I said I have all that information. But I'm missing 2 crucial bits here. I'm missing this crucial bit right there. And I can't just use the exploratory thing anymore either, which kind of sucks. Which kind of sucks, because, like, I missed something then, and I didn't pay attention to everything. So I can investigate that. I'm still getting that, though. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Like I said, if I could still use, you know, the... If I could still use the thing, I would be able to tell what's going on, or at least look around more, but I didn't use it at all in the tunnel because I didn't think I was going to need to, because I thought I found everything. I did not. So, that kind of sucks. I didn't find everything. But with that, let's see, what do I have up here? I got all that right now, and let's make sure how much cash I have. Weapons, let's enhance it real quick. 250,000 more, that's good. That's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. Okay. My ascension, I still need those, which really sucks, and then it takes like 100,000 more to freaking level her up. With that, I'm gonna get off here because I have been on here way longer than I wanted to because I was investigating this thing, and you know, now I'm kind of frustrated because I didn't investigate enough like I should have. I got distracted. That kind of sucks. So with that, thank you for watching. If you like, leave a like. Dislike, you want to see more, subscribe. Now I'm getting hiccups. Tomorrow night is the Let's Get Drunk series where I play video games and I get drunk. I am going to be playing Resistance 2. I finished Resistance Fall of Man last week in 4 parts, so tomorrow night we start the sequel game. I could play the PSP game, Resistance Retribution, but I don't think I really want to play that. You know, it's still part of the main storyline quest, but I don't really care. You know, I kind of want to play the main games, you know? So I'm going to probably skip that one, to be honest, even though it's probably also short. It's probably going to take me like freaking 2 parts to finish it or whatever, but regardless, that's what's gonna come next tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes right and I can do it, and then
being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
and then Sunday at around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the Dolphins 49ers live reaction stream where I'm just gonna watch the Dolphins either win and keep their playoff hopes alive somehow, or they're gonna lose. Either way, they have a very, 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 very long shot to get in now, and they need to win the next 3 games. They need the Colts to lose 1 game, the Bengals to lose 1 game, and then the Broncos, Bengals, or Ravens to lose 2 games, and then they can. I think it's the. They need the Chargers to lose lose their next 2 games, and then the Dolphins basically get their spot. or the Broncos to lose. Actually, no, the Broncos already lost. The Broncos need to lose again. So I'm gonna shut up. Goodbye. I gotta go pee. I gotta shower. I gotta go to bed because I gotta go to work tomorrow.